Hello, everyone. Happy Monday and welcome to Live with Vitality Collective. So today we have our collective here, and we're going to be talking about medical professionals, like our favorite medical professional, and that recommends fruits and veggies and why they are our favorites, like above and beyond just they understand this fruit and vegetable conversation, right? So my name's Lori. I live in Colorado, and my favorite medical professional is Dr. Candace Corson. And the reason that I love her so much, she's part of our community. She came to this community actually because she was looking for a simple way to help her family to add more whole food nutrition. Turns out when her sons were in high school, they were eating from the vending machines. And so she saw a very rapid decrease in their health status. And so a dear friend of hers shared functional food, our produce powders with her. And she was curious, and came to find out more. So we are so grateful to her and love that she also helps educate our community from time to time. Like, she is very, very generous with her time and her knowledge. So it's been said that if I get this quote right, that she talks about our produce powders and says that it's food that was designed for the human body. So I love that. It's simple. We don't need to. It's simple, right? Don't have mic drop, basically. So I'm going to pass it over to Hannah, and she's going to share a little bit more about her favorite. So take it away, Hannah.
Thank you, Lori. And yes, my favorite medical professional is Dr. Bill Sears, and mainly because my mother is a pediatrician. I have 4 kids, so pediatrics is very dear to my heart. And I can see the huge difference between what Dr. Bill Sears talks about and what the conventional pediatrics is about. So this is really a very huge difference. And I'm sure you know everything about Bill Sears because he's like known as a celebrity doctor, and he has like 40 published works, and which have been translated to 18 languages. But I love it that he speaks about nutrition and everything in such a simple way, even child can understand. So that's what I love about him. And if you don't know all these doctors, I definitely recommend to check them out. Okay, Jill?
Thank you, Hannah. To be honest, I have so many favorites within our health professionals, but by far and away, one of them is definitely Dr. Mitra Ray, because of, she's such an inspiration to me as a leader and a mentor in this company. She's a biochemist who got this right away. And she has even said that she should have thought of it first. Her personal story has a family history filled with an avoidable suffering and death from chronic disease. So when she found this, our functional food plant powders, she actually left a tenured position at Stanford University because her passion to share this mission and this nutrition with the world was so important.
So one of my favorites, like Jill, I have lots of favorites, is Dr. David Phillips, and he is a sports medicine doctor. And one really cool thing about this community is we have people like Dr. Candace Corson, who comes from Yale, Mitra Ray comes from Stanford, and Dr. David Phillips comes from Harvard. And so, these are very well-educated, smart people, and they get it. They really do. And the beautiful thing about his story is that it's woven into what he has experienced personally, as well as what he has experienced as a doctor. So in his personal story, he's a triathlete. He had done the Kona Marathon or Kona Triathlon and had really fallen apart after he did that triathlon, and figured, it's just what happened to everybody. And as he was introduced to the product, he started to take it himself. And he's very candid about sharing that he took it because the woman selling it to him, he wanted to date her. He ended up marrying her, by the way. But the next triathlon he did, he felt great afterwards. He didn't fall apart. He didn't get sick. He didn't lose skin or bruise his toes. None of that happened. And then years later, he got into a bike accident and shattered his pelvis. And he talks about that as well, and the amazing ability his body had to heal from that. The doctors were saying it would be 6 months to a year before he was on a bike again. He was on a bike again in 3 months. It really is remarkable. And so he shares that with his patients who are athletes. And that's really incredible that we have resources like him who have both personal story and believe in the good that this does. Andy?
Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, everybody, for your shares. I love hearing what everybody's saying about their doctors. So I also, like everybody said, have several favorites. But the doctor I'm going with is Dr. Paul Williams. He was an ER doctor for over 20 years, transitioned into sports medicine or sports teams, and was even one of the doctors on the 1996 Olympic team, the U.S. Olympic team, support medical staff for them. So for me, someone that gets it, that's been around, the things that he served when he was in the hospital, of course, cardiovascular health, thousands of patients, right? Cardiovascular health, cancer. And as someone said earlier, preventable, I think Jill said it, preventable disease, right? Most disease is preventable. And the fact that these medical professionals get it, the fact that 1/3 of our products that go out are recommended by medical professionals are amazing. One of the things that I loved about DP was the first call I listened to with Dr. Paul was him saying that Juice Plus is safe for everybody. From womb to tomb, it's safe for everybody because it's just food. And there isn't a disease that it can hurt, and there isn't a disease that it can't help. So that's what I love about Dr. Paul. He keeps it pretty simple. And I love that too about a lot of our doctors. You know, they have a great medical background. They could speak medical jargon, circles around us, but they keep it simple because it is just fruits and vegetables. So, the question that we pose is your medical professional recommending fruits and vegetables? A lot of our medical professionals say, if I had a script that I could write fruits and vegetables on, I would do that. Because we don't eat enough, and we can't eat enough anymore, environmentally speaking, we can't. So if this speaks to you, if you have thought of anybody, if you know a medical professional that might be open to learning more about this and the science that we have around fruits and vegetables and how they help the body, reach out to one of us. And thanks for watching today and every day, every Monday on our Live with Vitality Collective. Thanks.